Good morning, YouTube. It's a wonderful day in Texas. It's just marvelous weather today, and I just so enjoyed my run this morning. It was like 55 degrees out there, and was able to just run with energy and feel the energy and flow the energy and just not even get overheated or anything. I was able to come back and do some marvelous exercises, push-ups, chin-ups, and weightlifting and different things like that. And it was just all just exhilarating because of the temperature just being nice and crisp and wonderful. It's clear skies and after a marvelous night of seeing the constellations and all, and just nice clear skies. We got rain though, supposed to be coming maybe tomorrow, and that'll be really refreshing sometime in the next 24 hours. That'll really help us out, so I'll be looking forward to that. But right now we've just been having nice clear, crystal clear temperatures and nice skies, and I just feel the expansion just going out everywhere. I just feel like I'm just expanding out into the universe and just taking on all kinds of new energy, new kinds of a mind explosion, just a mind explosion of all kinds of awareness, and it's just lifting me up higher and higher, and I just feel like that the exhilaration will just go on, and I know it'll go on for eternity, and I just want to share a little bit of my exhilaration and my ideas with the YouTube audience, and so I'm just so thankful that I have this opportunity to come on here and do that, and I'm thankful for all the wonderful programming that we have, like this Tanya Love show that I listen to every morning, and the wonderful things that people are wonderful way that they're expanding their mind and expanding their awareness and coming up with all kinds of great and creative ideas, and it's just a marvelous thing to be a part of, and the communication that we have with all the parts of the world is just wonderful, and we're spreading the love and the energy throughout the world and making this a better world, and it's a marvelous thing to be involved in, and I am just so full of energy because of it, and so I'm going to have a nice cup of Columbia roast this morning. Oh, marvelous coffee one. I mean, it just makes me start sparkling just think about it, because it's just it comes in these little K-cups, and it just seals in the flavor. Just a wonderful roasted Colombian coffee flavor, and it's the way that it's just keeps all the freshness compacted into this little K-cup until you get ready to use it, and then it just punches a little tiny hole in the top, tiny hole in the bottom, goes directly into your cup without losing any of the flavor or any of the aroma or any of that. All the aroma and the flavor just goes directly into your cup, and it just lifts you up marvelous. It's a great coffee to have first thing in the morning, right after your exercise. It's just marvelous. It just lifts you up, and then later on this afternoon, or later this morning, I'm going to have some of this cafe mocha, which is has a chocolate flavored in it, and that goes good after you've had a little breakfast and all, and you're feeling real good, and then you can have a little bit of this chocolate to go ahead and continue the feeling. It's just really does just help you to continue the mood, the wonderful mood of the morning air. And then later on this afternoon, of course, I've got this Cafe Supreme that I can have for my afternoon, because it has all the cream and sugar and the latte and everything in it to give you that afternoon mood of nice mellowness in the afternoon. There's something for every mood. Organic Gold just has all kinds of different flavors for every mood. They have this latte that you can have for your evenings to soothe you before you go to sleep, and then they have this black coffee for when you're feeling in that kind of a mood. Oh man, and it's just marvelous. Something for every mood. You just decide what your mood is, and then there's something for it. But but Tanya Love always has something for my mood, no matter how I feel, or how exhilarated I feel, or how much energy or explosive my mind is becoming. She always comes up with something else that really just makes it explode a little bit more, and exhilarates me a little bit more. And so I always start my morning off with her. I'm going to see what she has to say this morning, and then I'm going to really get with this coffee and enjoy it. and have my breakfast and my pancakes and eggs and stuff like that. Always just goes well with the morning and the coffee. We'll see what she has. She looked like she's really ready. She's in deep thought there, and really ready to come up with some great ideas. And so I'm going to see what she has to say this morning. And I know it's going to be marvelous. It always is.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Tanya Love Show. Thank you for taking time to join us on our Secret Soul Sunday, as we are always offering at 5 p.m. Pacific. So I'm glad you guys are remembering to tune in live. And I just want to thank all of you that do tune in and take the time to join us live. It means a lot to us. And we encourage you to make use of this live time and call in or go onto that online chat. You can put your name in there or your nickname, your alter ego name, whatever you'd like to put in there. So go ahead and do that right now just so that we know who's joining us. And if you have any questions or comments, we can see them right there. For those that want to call in today, if you'd like to call in live, I will do an angel reading for the first person that calls in today. Number is 919-518-9773. Or you can also call in on Skype to Computers 2K Voice. Is that correct? Yes, to Computers 2K
miracle.
Voice.
In the cup.
So anyway, let's go ahead and get that all going. And I am going to just kind of jump off of last week's subject, because last week I was really talking a lot about how I met Honey Girl, and I was talking about miracles and being a white magician as opposed to a black magician, meaning that we're focusing on the positive, we're not focusing on the negative or the fearful, the lackful. And I just recently wrote a blog, and sometimes you just channel things really well. And so I could try to do this again, or I could just express it right here. So I was going to read a little thing to you to get started. It's going to kind of kick off our topic for today. And as I'm reading this, if you have questions or comments, feel free to write them in during this, and then I will ask Amnon before I continue if there's any questions, and we'll go from there. So I'm just going to kind of read in part of my blog that I just wrote. I wrote that we are being given another awesome opportunity to release all the old stuff from our cellular memory and to step forward into becoming. Shape-shifting is a natural aspect of our healthy evolution, and we can allow the metamorphosis to happen, or we can cling to the old outdated aspects of ourselves. I encourage allowing and becoming. This is such a powerful choice. Yesterday, as the planets aligned, and I wrote this a couple days ago, so just this past week we hit a big planetary alignment going on where there was a solar eclipse as well as a new moon coming in, and that cycle really opened this portal for, it's almost like the way I feel energetically how to describe it is like there's these planetary alignment opportunities that happen where it's almost as if the universe is creating a vacuum effect. And that vacuum effect can be powerful for deep cleaning, deep soul level cleaning. So right now, this time of year, we kind of think of cleaning our houses intuitively. It's spring cleaning time. So we want to go and clean the windows, and we want to kind of get all the crud cleaned out. And we do this very intuitively because we feel the need for cleanliness and for purification. Well, many of us will take the time to do it for our house or for our office, our car, but we really neglect and forget about our own body, our own.
Ganoderma lucidium, it's a natural stimulant, a natural health-giving product, a natural health-giving herb that just lifts you up naturally and without any caffeine. Has no caffeine in it, and just has a nice health-producing herb that just gives you a natural energy and a natural uplift. And so we don't use any caffeine here. We don't need it. It's too exhilarated without it. But we need that natural health, and we enjoy the flavor. That's what I like the best about the Colombian and the organic gold, all the organic gold coffee, but this Columbia roast especially, is that it just tastes better than any other coffee. It just has a wonderful taste, and then you take it, you drink it for a while, and it just has a health-giving additive there that really picks your health up over the period of time. So we'll continue with Tanya.
Mind, our own auric field. So this is what, as a healer, what I help souls with is clearing out all that sludgy energy of old cellular memory that is starting to bog down the human computer. So I'm just going to continue reading, and then I'll get into describing that a little bit more. So anyways, as we entered this new moon and powerful solar eclipse, another great portal for shifts and release opened up for us. It is interesting for me to observe how during these shifts, many aware clients feel summoned in to work with the angels and myself with angelic auric clearings. These souls who step in during these powerful energy portals receive awesome clearing results and great transformation. It is much like aligning with the great vacuum that draws away all the old, no longer needed energies swiftly and powerfully. Yesterday, as I was assisting several beautiful souls, it was so fun to observe how the important messages that the angels and ancestors brought through were spot on with my clients' intuitive guidance. This isn't surprising to me, yet it seems to surprise my clients all the time. I believe it is because that many of us are not yet fully accepting how much we truly do know and trusting in our intuition. As we practice listening through meditation and through working with trusted healers who can assist us with spiritual confirmation, our intuitive gifts will strengthen and grow. This is why listening to your guidance to go and receive assistance is so important. We all receive intuitive guidance, every one of us. However, the power comes when we listen to it and we flow forward with love and trust. I am so honored to serve and assist these beautiful awakening souls who are courageous enough to step forward and ask for help. This is a strength, not a weakness. It is so important that we clear away the old outmoded before we can create space for the new aligned energies. Much like an electronic device that is too bogged down with information and will begin to run very slowly, this is also how we as humans are affected when we carry unnecessary information and energies that are no longer needed. Think about how when you update your apps on your phone, it needs time to be so that it can upload the new information and have time to organize this information in a way that makes sense. We as humans also experience uploads in consciousness. And when this shift occurs, it is vital that we get the rest and the being time that we need. At times of uploading, we may feel that our thoughts are scattered and not making much sense. It is imperative that we allow time for the mind to organize and sort this new information. Once this organizing has completed, you will suddenly know things. Trust in the process and assist yourself with evolution by resting and taking time to be. You will be glad you honored your body in the big scheme of things. So I'm going to pause there for a second. And on that note of talking about how when we plug in our phone, for example, and we're updating our apps, if you're doing that, any of you that have smartphones or if you have computers and you're putting in a new program, you understand and see how the electronic device will actually slow down. It's kind of like, leave me alone. I can only do one thing at a time. And so if we're trying to use it, it will be frustrating because things will get stuck. They won't really work correctly. And so we get that with our phones. We'll plug them in and we'll leave them alone for an hour and let them upload all the information. And as it's doing that, it's organizing everything. It's putting it in little places where it needs to go. The photos go in the photo area. You know, Word documents go over here. And it makes sense in a device. With us as humans, that same thing is happening when we're in an upload mode. We are getting new information and it's coming in. And like the other day, I had a healing client and the angels spoke through me and said to her that it was like her mind was discombobulated and that it was all scattered and that she was concerned about her own sanity. And I was telling her, you know, they're saying, don't worry about it. You're fine. But you're getting all this uploading. And so as you're here intuitively, she felt guided to come to me for a clearing because she had all this old program that needed to be deleted and scrapped so that the new computer could function more efficiently. So if we think of ourselves more like a computer, we created computers because they're like ourselves. So if we can understand that if we're feeling bogged down and slow and lethargic and we're not able to focus our thoughts, we're feeling scattered, just like distracted, this is the time where it may be a great opportunity for a clearing because this is going to help you release all that old program that really is not serving you any longer. It's like having a Atari Pong video game in your brain, like book, book, and it's just like, you don't need it anymore. So you got to take that off, drop it and dump it, and then you bring in the new version of the new consciousness, the new program that's more efficient and it's running faster. So when we are in an upload mode, as humans, we may feel like we're not sleeping very well. We're getting all this new consciousness coming in. Suddenly our mind